Good morning, everyone. Just about 6:01 on this Tuesday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Channing Curtis.
And I'm Tim Pham. We want to hear your hot takes on Thanksgiving side dishes, so don't forget to text in to us 509-448-2000 and let us know. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is joining us now. Thomas, what's your favorite Thanksgiving side?
Oh, that's easy. It's mac and cheese for me.
Yeah, all the cheese.
Yes.
But you gotta portion yourselves out because you gotta have at least a little bit of all the side dishes.
For sure.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, a good day for maybe some mac and cheese on a day like this, huh?
Every day is a good day for mac and cheese. But this morning, weather conditions are quite a bit foggy across Spokane. Definitely noticed on my own drive to work that the visibility was only about 1 or 2 blocks, and then you just see headlights coming out of the fog oncoming. And that is what we are dealing with this morning. Dense fog advisory is in effect until 9 a.m. There is that fog over downtown Spokane. Just barely can see the pavilion all lit up and very little beyond that. So that is how intense the fog is at the moment. We're at 35 degrees, so not seeing too much of a freezing fog as we are just barely above that freezing mark. But the locations across Spokane County are getting the worst of it. You just saw the downtown camera. Spokane Valley has been terrible in terms of visibility all morning, and now the airport is also reporting 1/8 of a mile visibility.
New in the last 12 hours, Spokane Mayor Woodward conceded the 2023 mayoral race to her Democratic opponent, Lisa Brown.
So the latest results show with just a few ballots left to count, Brown still holds a sizable lead. Mayor Woodward declined an interview with KREM 2, but did release a statement to us, saying in part, "It's been an honor and privilege to serve the city she loves." Woodward spoke with Brown to wish the mayor-elect well and says that her office will offer support for an easy transition. She says she respects the voters' decision, even if she's disappointed by the outcome. Brown issued a statement on Friday claiming victory and thanking Spokane voters for choosing her as the next mayor. We did reach out to Brown as well for an interview, but she also declined. There are still a few ballots coming by mail. The results are not official until they're certified November 28th.
Turning now to a developing story we've been tracking for several days now. The largest natural gas outage in Avista's history is expected to be fully resolved by today. So far, Avista restored gas to 26,000 customers out of 37,000 that were impacted. A break in the Williams pipeline last week left thousands without hot water or heat. Avista says they are not experiencing any delays in the restoration process. They say all impacted customers should have their service fully restored by tonight.
The Spokane Valley City Council is talking about how to spend $1 million in extra COVID funding in their meeting today. So KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez is joining us live from Spokane Valley right now. Nicole, where did this $1 million even come from?
Channing, good morning. So Spokane Valley got $16 million from the COVID Local Fiscal Recovery Fund. Now today, the council is going to be deciding how to spend $1 million of those dollars. This is something they've been talking about for over a year now. Back in May of 2022, the council decided that $1 million would be used for youth mental health programs. Then this past August, the council decided to give the funding specifically to the Initiative for Student Wellness Program. It's a partnership between Spokane County Behavioral Health and East Valley School District to help students get any mental health help they need. Pretty quickly, though, after Spokane Valley gave the program that funding, the Spokane County Board of Commissioners decided to fully fund it instead. So now that $1 million is free yet again. So tonight, the council is going to talk about what they want to use that money for now. They can either decide to continue using it for youth mental health programs, just put that money into a different program within the community, or scratch it all together, start from the beginning, and accept new recommendations for how they could use that $1 million. In Spokane Valley, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
It is 6:05 right now. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. Emergency crews responded to a single plane crash yesterday at the Coeur d'Alene Airport. The pilot was sent to the hospital. According to our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press, the plane was occupied by a single pilot. It crashed just after 9 yesterday morning. Crews were able to extract the pilot, who was reportedly stable and alert. The FAA is now investigating. Today, Washington State University is hosting a panel discussion to tell the story of Lauren McCluskey. McCluskey was from Pullman. She was murdered by her ex-boyfriend in 2018 while attending the University of Utah. She told campus security more than a dozen times that she felt she was in danger before her murder happened. Today's panel will feature an ESPN documentary as well as a discussion on how her story has impacted others. It starts at 4:30 this afternoon at the Gertsen Hall in Pullman. And Dubai Air Show opened with some good news for Boeing. Emirates announced that they signed a $52 billion deal with the company. The order is for 90 new Boeing 777 aircraft and 5 787 Dreamliners. Combined with previous commitments, the state-owned Dubai carrier now has more than 200 planes on order with Boeing. Emirates' low-cost sister airline, Fly Dubai, also announced an order of 30 787 Dreamliners and an $11 billion deal. And that's a look at your Morning Rush.
Last week, we learned the Internal Revenue Service adjusted federal income tax brackets. It happens every year to account for inflation. Casey Decker explains what it means for your 2023 returns.
The IRS just announced new tax brackets. The agency adjusts them every year for inflation, meaning you can typically make a little more without crossing into a higher bracket and paying more in taxes. But will these new brackets apply to your next tax return? Let's verify. Our sources are the IRS and Tom Wheelwright, an accountant. The answer is no. The new tax brackets will not apply to your next tax return. These adjustments will take effect in the 2024 tax year, meaning they'll apply to the return you file in 2025.
And that means that if you were making the same income in 2024 as you did in 2023, you would pay less tax.
For more information on the new tax brackets and what federal taxes you might pay next year, go to verifythis.com. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Happening today, the House will consider a stopgap measure to prevent a government shutdown on Friday.
The proposal from the House Speaker is facing opposition on both sides of the aisle. The stopgap measure would extend funding through January 19th. Conservatives say Johnson's proposal does not include steep cuts like they wanted. It also doesn't include emergency aid for Ukraine, Israel, and the southern border, something congressional Democrats were pushing for.
It continues to perpetuate the very system my constituents sent me here to oppose. They don't want me to continue spending money we don't have at $1.6 trillion spending level, at the Pelosi spending level.
This will be Johnson's first big test as newly elected House Speaker. The last time the House tried to fund the government to prevent a shutdown, it cost Kevin McCarthy his speakership.
Weather conditions this morning have been very foggy. This is out at Sprague and Sullivan. A beautiful and cinematic looking shot, but yes, very foggy this morning with visibility is less than about a quarter of a mile. So if you have low beams on your car, you'll want to use those through this morning. Make sure to keep those headlights on even after sunrise, which is close to 7 a.m. Our temperatures are just above the freezing mark in those areas that are foggiest, like in Spokane County. We're at 35 degrees. So not quite a freezing fog, but it is certainly cool out there this morning. A couple other traffic cameras, Evergreen Road on the right, also in the valley out by the where the mall exit is. And then we have Highway 195 Inland Empire Way. You can certainly see how foggy it is in those street lights. Just a dark scene at the moment. The fog will be here through about 8 or 9 o'clock this morning. Look for a sunny afternoon, but it will take a while to get those temperatures to climb this morning.